Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Welcome back to our blind playthrough of Blueprints. We're going into day 110. 110. Which reminds me a little bit of one of the big puzzles that we've had in this game, except that was I-I-O-O. But thankfully we now understand what that means. Just a nice little reminder that, that many things in this game have worked out. However, the last 2 days, of course, have been a bit rough. But thankfully, for various reasons, moving on, for various reasons. But the great thing about today is we're no longer cursed. We are no longer cursed. We are starting afresh, and actually, starting afresh is great for many reasons. One of them is that it actually suits me today to not be starting with the scepter. My day still involves the scepter, but I'm happy to not be starting with the scepter today so that I can use whatever portion of the day I want to, whatever the portion of drafting day I want to, without being, stuck with a particular color. So that actually works out really well for me. All right. Okay, everybody. I hope I hope you can understand where I'm coming from here. I have amended my plan, of course, to the new conditions that are in front of me. My plan, however, is still to try for throne room one more time, because today at least we have, I reason, better conditions than we had yesterday for trying to make this work. As I said, I don't have the scepter that, so hopefully it's going to be more likely that we get a good diversity of different colored rooms. Really, I just need to get throne room in a good position and then try to get, the other things I planned out yesterday, good sources of food nearby, and most certainly cloakroom nearby. So actually what I have written down on my little plan for today is to really try my best to get throne room somewhere, that's pretty well connected, and then to go back and pick up the scepter, which hopefully we'll have sitting somewhere from Treasure Trove. And at that point, it kind of works out actually to encourage blue rooms, because a couple of the rooms I really want nearby, like coat check, conference room, dining room, will be blue rooms by then. We'll see how it goes. It's a flexible plan, but that's sort of my thinking for the time being. If successful today, whether it works or not, I don't know. However, it's successful will be simply that I get to successfsuccessfully experiment with this, and then I know whether this is a thing or not a thing. If successful on this day, then my intention is to call it a day in a blue room, to keep the scepter for tomorrow, because that will be important for my plan the next day, which is to try my blue room drafting day, possibly in conjunction with schoolhouse and getting classrooms, because they'll all be blue rooms as well, so that works out. And possibly trying to get the exam room on rank 8 as well. That might be a goal that works quite well together. I haven't really decided whether I'm, if this is thinking ahead, but thinking ahead, if we do manage to get to this point on the next day where I'm trying this, I haven't decided whether, I've mentioned many times, at the moment, drafting blue rooms seems to be the most likely thing to use the central power of the scepter to get the blue door underground open. However, I don't know if it's like just any amount of blue rooms, if it's all, I think it's probably all blue rooms and not doing other colored rooms, right? So that's why I'm thinking it's important for me to start the day with the scepter already, because otherwise I would have to draft Treasure Trove to pick up the scepter. So I want to try just only blue rooms. I don't know what amount. I don't know if the whole house needs to be blue rooms. That would be hard. I don't know if it's 8 because 8 special number. Everything is 8, and also there are 8 lines on the door. So I'm kind of reading it that way. It might be just 8 lines and then call it a day. I haven't really made a decision about what I have the most faith in at this stage, but I will try something. I will try a blue room day on that day. And, you know, if I'm going for at least beyond 8 rooms, then the schoolhouse might be a good thing in combination with that. The other thing that it works, the other reason that this works out perfectly, and I mentioned this the previous day, is that trying whatever I try today, whether I'm, successful or not, well, I suppose possibly not, but like most likely I will be cursed again tomorrow. So having an all blue room day works very well in partnership with a curse. So I still feel this is like a winning combination of multi-day strategy here. Then if I get through this day, if this all goes, to plan to some degree, then what I can do the following day, the curse will be over. I can get shrine. I can definitely get our monk's blessing, and I can make sure that whatever I do on that day, I call it a day in antechamber with the monk's blessing, and we can then the day after that see what happened when we get antechamber in the outer room. And I'm going to think some more about that, like to think about like getting all of the, the chambers open and all of that. But that's sort of my rough plan. That's my rough plan at the moment as it stands. I am still, look, I've had 2 struggle days with trying to get this throne experiment going. I did look deep into my heart and ask myself, like, Rebecca, is this really what we're going to try again? I wavered, I really did. And I went, look, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's go back to the drafting board. Do I think I am being ridiculous here? Do I think I'm being silly? But this is still the best idea I have, save one more idea. However, this one more idea leads me again to this exact strategy. So I'll just explain without taking too much time here. The other idea I have is that it seems very likely to me that Court Cloak Castle is to do with the throne room. I've mentioned this before. It's the code that you get when you literally open the grotto door that leads you to the throne room. So this makes a lot of sense to me as well as a possible thing for what reclaiming the crown could mean. However, so how do I think... What happens when I try to interpret this? Court Cloak Castle. Ari Court Cloak Castle. Well, we know Ares Court now. So that's something. What the hell is Airy Cloak? What is Airy Castle? Is Airy Castle the castle that we see down there? I kind of feel like that's Oris Castle, but maybe it's Airy Castle. I'm not really sure like what that relationship is, but how would that relate to the throne room? Airy Court is a place we have access to. So maybe it just means have access to Airy Court. But then does that mean the same for the other two? If Court Cloak Castle is the answer to reclaiming the throne, are these like 3 places I have to have access to? Because, all right, it a little bit might make sense with castle. I can see a castle. I cannot get to a castle. But what the hell does it mean with cloak? Surely cloak is not a place. Court can be interpreted as a place for sure. Castle can be interpreted as a place for sure. Cloak? I can't, So, yeah. So anyway, that's one thing. Of course, the other way that I tend to think about castle, 2 ways. One is obviously that we've just done castling. Castling led us to Airy Court. So that's done, right? If it means that, then that's done. We've done it. In fact, we're still in that state right now. That door to Airy Court is still open. So I'm still left with, well, I have access to Airy Court. Maybe, in a sense, I have access to castle. But what the hell is cloak? The other interpretation for castle is simply that every time you draft throne room, we have a castle at the end of the day. Throne room itself makes this mansion a castle. So, then it's a bit circular, isn't it? Like, reclaiming the throne means drafting throne, reclaiming the crown. So reclaiming the crown might mean just drafting throne room itself, which makes the mansion a castle. But whatever it is, I still come back to the question, what is cloak? So cloak is a problem for me because I really don't know what that means. The thing, though, is if I go back to the two things that are sending me in this direction, which is the draft of Red Prince, where we see, someone sitting on the throne, little Red Prince sitting on the throne with a scepter, with a crown, with an effigy, and we also see that in the classroom projector. Teskin heading towards the throne with a scepter, with a crown, with an effigy. So at the moment, this is sort of this is what I feel like the game is saying to me. However, it is very noticeable that Teskin has a big cloak behind him that is being carried by two, monkish cloaked figures, themselves cloaked, right? But he has a big cloak there. I suppose you can also look at the Little Red Prince. The Little Red Prince also wears a little cloak. It's not very prominent in the picture, in the Red Prince book, but it is there. So that concerns me for sure, because it could be that, like, let's say court cloak castle matters, and maybe, I don't know what the interpretation of castling is, of castle is. Airy court is surely court, but that could mean itself what you get in Airy Court, which is the key, and it could even mean what you get from the key in Airy Court, which is scepter. So there's also a way for me to see Airy Court as meaning the scepter, in a sense. That's what we get from court, I have no idea if cloak is like a thing we can get in this game. It may well be. I could absolutely imagine that being the case. And it could be that we need 4 items, maybe, to reclaim the throne. In which case, the problem is I'm just stumped. I'm like the stump outside. I don't yet know where, if there's a cloak to get. I don't know where it is. So the problem is that just sort of leaves me going, I don't know what this is yet. I don't have any leads. So what can I do? Well, it brings me back to where I am today. I don't know what to do except to try my idea without cloak, and then at least I know. Then that's more knowledge I have, and I can try that. So yeah. So anyway, that's just kind of a way of explaining that's kind of why I've come back around to trying this plan again. I'm still you might call it stubbornness, craziness, insanity. But here I am. That's what I'm planning on doing today. So then what am I thinking for the outer room? Perhaps you are asking, Rebecca, what are you thinking for the outer room in your plan? Perhaps you're stroking your chin a little bit. I have thought about it. There are many different outer rooms that could help me today. However, the one that I'm a little bit interested in, hang on, I'm just looking at my notes, is actually Shrine. The reason being, so Shrine is not, if I get Shrine today, it's not because I'm planning on getting Blessing of the Monk, because I'm planning on cursing myself again today. So I will not be able to keep Blessing of the Monk. But I thought, isn't this, if I'm already planning on late in the day cursing myself again, wouldn't it actually be an interesting experiment to try to get a different blessing with Shrine? Like, which I really, really want to do. There are 4 different blessings that I haven't got. So I am interested in trying to get Blessing of the Monk, in trying to get Shrine and trying to get a different blessing. So I've done a little bit of thinking about that. And I have thought about, like, obviously I have no idea, like, which money amounts are going to get me different things. But I do know about the 4 that I've already had. And, I do know that the maximum amount of money that you can put into the Shrine is 80. And I already know what 80 gets me. So I've done a little diagram here with like 1 to 80. I know that 1 coin got me Blessing of the Dancer. I know that 26 coins got me the General. I know that 62 coins gets me the Monk, and I know that 80 coins gets me the Berry Picker. Now there are 8 blessings total. So I'm kind of thinking, and it might not work this way, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe each blessing has a range of 10 coins each. And maybe that means that Dancer is 1 to 10, and then something else is 11 to 20. Maybe General is 21 to 30. Maybe something else is 31 to 40. Something else is 41 to 50. Something else is 51 to 60. Maybe Monk is 61 to 70. And maybe Berry Picker is, is 71 to 80. Or some, some variation on that. Something like that. So in general, I know, Dancer was 1, General was in the 20s, 60s, Monk in the 60s, and Berry Picker in the 80s. So I guess I've got a big gap in the middle, around 40, 50, all of that. So I'm thinking like maybe put in like 41 coins or something like that. I guess anything would work. But I'm just interested in if, experimenting with maybe those ranges sort of makes sense. So maybe putting in a different amount of coin, and then I can just have the blessing for the day until I curse myself, see what happens. Any of them would be fine because I haven't had them. I'd really like the chef one. I would really like the chef one. Okay, so obviously what I'm going to do is draft for a little bit, see if I can get some redraw die, try to make a fairly well connected house pattern again, all of that, just get our basic resources up. So let's start with Parlor because I just want to build up gems from the outset. Thank you, Wind Up Key. Oh, hello. What a surprise. Car keys again. This is such a car key spot. Okay, gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Could be true. And we are dealing with 3 statements. Okay, 3 single statements, thankfully. So let's just say that this is true for the time being. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box, meaning the gems are here. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. Well, it's definitely a false box. So great. Thank you, White. I appreciate it. Which also means this is, I guess it doesn't really tell me anything because it just tells me that, if this is false, it just tells me that they're not in both. They could still be in one of them. Yeah. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Okay. The problem is this could be false and these 2 could still be true, right? But is that the case? Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Let's say this is true. And the gems are in here. Gems are in... Oh, sorry. Gems are in... So silly. I just read that wrong. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. So this is also definitely false. Is it as easy as this? It's just these are both definitely false? It is, right? Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Huge lie. Huge lie. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. Huge lie. So this one has to be true by default, and gems are not in the white box, not in the blue box. The gems are here. Yay. Great. Okay, so that's a nice little start. That's a nice little start. Oh. Well, obviously I do want to go forward, and I do definitely want to maximize my access to food sources. Again, ideally kind of near each other. But I don't want to, ideally I need either the throne room and the cloak room as close together as possible. or I need the cloakroom near food sources. Really one of those. So maybe let's just put kitchen here so that we've at least got this as an option. And maybe, you know, that still leaves, if we were to get cloakroom sort of nearby, it still leaves a lot of possibilities. Okay. So we don't need to get anything yet, but this requires furnace. Okay. Okay. I always turn that on. I'm sure you know that. I always turn that on. Ah, okay. Well, this is a little bit crappy. I was hoping I would just be a bit luckier. I suppose that was a bit, maybe that was slightly too risky of me. In that case, I wonder if, like, getting Nook just to get keys is a good idea, but then again, also just starting the day with access to commissary and buying everything would also be really good, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I'm going to do commissary. I think I'd like to know what commissary has for me today. Okay. Very happy to see salt shaker. That's going to make food much nicer. Shovel, sleeping mask, and metal detector. For many reasons, including how, you know, typically rich I've been, you know, in recent times. I'm not too worried about spending money, because even if I only have a very small amount of money, if I do try to get a blessing in shrine, that also works, I think, because if my theory about shrine is right, I don't know what the sort of the tens has as a blessing either. Ah, hello. Well, you know, this is kind of this is kind of interesting, because if I put this here, it's near kitchen. The problem, of course, could be that it's still, oh my god, in some ways it's like absolutely the worst place for coat check, because it's so far away from a lot of the house. But it is near the kitchen. So let's say I draft this here and eventually I come to pick it up. It'll send me down to 12 steps. I could go to kitchen, and with everything I can buy in kitchen, what would I get? What would I get? Okay, I paused to go and do a little bit of analysis. So I went back and took a look at what I have on offer in the kitchen, and basically I've worked out that even without accounting for like other items that would boost the step count from the food there, I would get 15 steps from the bananas, 15 steps from the sandwich, and possibly some combination of, you know, 5, 10, 15 maybe from the soup, but let's even sort of ignore that. The salt shaker which I already have, would give even more, but at a minimum I would have over 30 steps from that food, not even including the soup. So I would be adding that to I remember it's 13 steps that you get from the effigy actually. So already just at a minimum from the coat check and eating, you know, the basic things in the kitchen, I'd get 43 plus, you know, almost certainly more steps, and maybe many more. I think that would actually be enough to get anywhere else in the house. So I do think that this could work. I do think this could work, but at the same time, I know that I'm going to get offered coat check again, and I might, you know, still be able to get it somewhere that's sort of, you know, close to kitchen. So I am a little paranoid. You know, I've had 2 days where this hasn't quite worked. I'm a little bit paranoid, and I also like the idea of trying to use my redraws here for something else, like possibly even, you know, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe throne room. I don't know if it's possible in a corner. It might not be. So I'm actually going to ignore it for now. I know. Oh, hello, treasure trove. Well, treasure trove is pretty good, because it means we get treasure trove. It may even you know, like I don't know. Maybe having treasure trove makes other black prints more common. I do feel like the rooms tend to have a bit of a relationship to each other. Then again, maybe that's an argument to try and get treasure trove somewhere where I can draft from it. Maybe it works that way. Yeah. Obviously, I need this for my setup. I won't be picking up, you know, the scepter anyway. You know what? I'm not gonna put it here. I'm gonna try putting it somewhere else. Okay. I would like to get experiments going. I would like to get more gems. I mean, 2 more redraws. I'm gonna see what else is on offer. Yeah, the basics. The basics. Don't really want casino. Don't want to use my gems yet. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see what we get. Okay. Alright. With this offering then, I'm gonna do boudoir to get myself, yeah, a gem in my... Yep. I'm gonna do boudoir to get myself some redraw die. Because that's, you know, I don't have any other redraw means yet. Great. And I'm embracing being able to get non-blue rooms, honestly. It's a real thrill. Hello? It's usually over here, isn't it, in this room? Ah, key! Oh, thank you. Nice. Boudoir, such a good friend. Such a good friend to me. I love boudoir. Okay, but I'm still going to leave all of this food because it may still be super useful. Okay. So again, without, you know, having key card, ways forward are very important to me. And for that reason, I actually really like spare veranda. Yep. From here, because it gets us to a more open spot. Looks like there's a gem in there. No trunk that I can see. I'm going to go straight over here. Okay. Given that I've got kitchen nearby, I'd rather have dining room higher in the you know, the house in case this could help me with things. So it's otherwise a really good room placement wise. But I think a little bit worried about you, observatory. Hang on, I have some knowledge of the expectation for stars. What would I be getting? I don't know I would be getting Southern Cross for the amount that I would... I think I'm looking at 36 stars. So I have a Southern Cross list here. So I think I'd be getting Southern Cross, which is quite good. What else would I be getting for 36? I might just put Nook. I think, like, let's give ourselves some key security. Cool. It's nice to be able to pick up the keys now as well. I don't need to withhold them. Okay. So these are no good. Corridor kind of gets me somewhere I'm happier with anyway. So let's just do that. And it'd be really good if I could go east, like east from here, west from spare veranda, if that can, if it could be kind enough to work that way. Okay, yeah. So maybe Parlor is smart here just to get more gems again. Yep, I like that. I like that. Hello, Parlor. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U, which includes this one and this one. No U here. Okay, so if this one is true, it's black or white. The blue box is true. Well, could be. Let's just say in this scenario that you are correct. No, that doesn't work out actually. So it can't be true because then, yeah, this one needs to be false. So actually that doesn't work. In this scenario, let's say that this one is false. you know, this one is true, this one is false, and then that also means this one has to be false. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B, which includes, which means the gems are not in a box containing the letter B. So, not here, not here, yeah, and not, no. So this one is just false because they all contain the letter B. Or hang on, the gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Well, actually, that could still be, not in this scenario, but that actually could still be true. Because, I mean, actually, maybe that means it has to be true. Actually, it has to be true because they all contain the letter B. Yeah, there's no other way of thinking about that. So, in that case, I think that means this one has to be true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. They have to be. The blue box is true, so this then by default has to be true, and that means that this one by default has to be false. And if this one is false, this is our gem statement. The gems are not in a box with a statement containing the letter U, so they're not in here. They're not in here. They must be in the blue box, I believe. This is my belief. Oh, there's an apple. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Anything might make the difference. Yeah. Gems in here, I think. Yay! Okay, great. That's a nice little amount. Now, I do have redraw die if I get stuck. Obviously here I really need a north-south room. So let's just take East Wing Hall. Cool. Yes, hello. Hello, East Wing Hall. Ah, here. Nice. Okay, there's a good little amount of gems and a good little amount of keys. I'd really like to make it to the corner room here. I actually might just leave it for the time being and go up here. Okay. Like, could this be a decent spot for dining room? I certainly like the, you know, like the pattern of it, the exit pattern. Maybe that's not bad. It's, you know, it's a bit further away from kitchen. It might not be so bad. It might be all right. But then, of course, yeah, break room could give us key card, which would be a real help. A real help. I actually think I'm going to go break room. Oh, hello. There must be something immediately here. Ah, hello. Just you. Okay. Or secret garden key would be really good as well. I would love that. But I'd love key card the most. Just keep that in mind. I'd love key card the most. 14 plus 8. So 22, and then minus 20, so 2 times 10, 20. Great, okay. So ignore half, double. Okay, and square. So 40 squared gets us to 1,600. We ignore that, so that's just that. But we've got some division. Whenever it's a large number like that, I check if there is a bunch of division coming up, so that makes sense. And then, so we are doing this first, dividing by 10, which gets us 160. Okay, perfect, makes total sense. Divided by 16, which 160 divided by 16 get 160 divided by 16 gets me 10, and 10 multiplied by 0.5, that's half, so 5. Yay! I love when the metal detector pops up. Yay! And I love so much when secret garden key pops up on a day when I absolutely need to pick the crown up. So that is great. I feel very happy about the break room choice. Cool. But I can't use it yet. We need to get ourselves to a wing. Regular key. Okay, no cursed effigy here. Den, it's a bit of a waste of den, but I suppose it moves us forward, and I can't really, you know, it's like use a redraw die or just accept den. I think I just accept den. I just accept you as you are, Den. Even if you have no other secrets for me to find out in here, and it turns out after all of this time you're just a pretty nice room. Okay. Alright, this is cool. This is cool. I'm not liking how many keys I'm being asked to use. I'm not liking that at all. I'm not liking that at all. Okay, so this could be a great spot for either of these. We know we will be able to get secret garden, so we can fill conference room with fruit. That's excellent. That's excellent. In that case, I might go conference room here and leave dining room for a little bit later. The reason being that if I can make sure I already have conference room before I draft secret garden, I can make sure that the fruit goes here rather than, you know, like maybe there is an argument to spreading fruit throughout the house, and that could help with the cursed, you know, the cursed steps situation. But there's something I really like about knowing where it is. And the problem is, you know, I don't know really where things are going to be spread, and I'm just relying on luck. Yep, I like that. Let's go conference room. Conference room. Keycard. No. Keycard? Keycard? No keycard. Okay. I've had oh. Could this be another one of those days? Could this be another one of those days where I am a bit undone by various lockedness? Okay. I think hallway is really good here. Yep, because I just need ways forward. I need ways forward. I don't have that many keys. Okay. Oh, this could be... I mean, this is a pretty good spot for dining room, actually. Like, I could imagine that I could access this from most areas. You know, like, I can get to conference room, I can easily get to dining room, and I can easily get to kitchen from most other areas. I'm sort of liking this. And it's helping me with... Yeah, it's helping me with some good exits as well. Okay, alright. Yes. So, what if I was to try here? Okay. I'm definitely enjoying the exit rooms I'm being offered. Boiler room or gift shop? Well, this uses a gem. I could use boiler room to try and make certain other rooms more likely. But would I like that? The main thing I'm thinking is about like using it to try and encourage aquarium, maybe. Yeah. But then other than that, it uses a gem. But it might have a dig spot in it. But is that, yeah, how useful is that? Might not. I'm gonna go gift shop. I don't know. Just at this stage, I'm not super gemmed up. Has gift? No, that's still Joya. Okay, all right. Gift shop has never, apart from things I buy, gift shop I don't think has ever, it's never given me an item. Okay, if this, yes. All right. Okay, just thinking, I can put secret garden here. It might limit the amount of fruit I get. But I suppose it's still going to be a lot, isn't it? I don't know. Like, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's enough. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Let's just do it. It gets me good exits from this spot as well. We get anti-chamber open. And that helps me with my key issue. Great. Oh, secret garden. You are so amazing. You are so amazing. Not this yet. Not this. Do this first. I'm getting ahead of myself. But it's looking nice. It's looking nice. Of course, what I would really like to see is study. If I could get like study here or something, even here I'd take it, you know? Like I've got, it would help so much. It would help so much. All right, nice, 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 nice. Could this be the day? Can this please be the day that I try this and that it works and I get to feel triumphant? That would be really good. That would be... See, this is a day where we can go into the little space. Simon's not... So we have the sledgehammer. He's not holding it out, you know, horizontally. He's not holding it out so that it prevents him from entering a narrow entrance. Yay. Oh, that makes me feel so much better. Okay, what I'd really, really, really like is study. I would really like study. So, I don't know, maybe it's worth trying here. I'd like to not use up all my keys. I suppose we have these dig spots as backup. Let's try from here. Also locked. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can go forward without a locked door. I do really want planetarium. I do, however, yeah, like how helpful is it going to be for me right now? Well, that said, look, it's going to have a trunk in it, apple, dig spot. Maybe it's not the worst idea. Am I going to regret this? Maybe it's not the worst idea. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, and of course, yeah, redraw die as well. Okay, don't need the apple, leave it. What's in here? Gems, very, very nice, thank you. I think I will do this dig spot just for... Oh, that's nice, okay. That's just nice for the time being. I never know if there's going to be other items here. Wouldn't it be amazing if it gave me telescope? Wouldn't that be really super convenient? Okay. Alright, let's see. We do have... I've got a locked trunk in here. So let's just get this, because this could solve the key issue. Oh! Okay. I've already, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rank 6. I'm sure I must have already drafted this. So that is this gift shop again? Oh man, I've already dug in gift shop like twice already, haven't I? Oh well, that could give us a bunch of gems. That could give us a bunch of gems. Do I have any other trunks anywhere else? There wasn't one in Den. I haven't really properly entered Veranda, but I don't think there was one in there. Yeah, no, I think that's probably it. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, throne room at any time. At any time you could be really... Okay, that's key. You could be really good. You could be really good. Okay, thankfully. Okay, all right. So, look, this could be a really good spot for coat check. You know, it's right next to dining room. Makes sense. However, I have an exit problem here, and all of them dead end on this spot now that I've put planetarium there. So, like, this makes it really... This is really... In many ways, this is really good. It's right near dining room. It's right near conference room, which is now full of fruit. It's just that... It's just kind of everything else about it. Like, I need... So I have a locked door. You know, I have locked doors from secret garden, from conference room as well. I'm not sure about down in East Wing Hall, and I'm not sure about from veranda. Yeah, and from hallway. Like, it would be really good on this spot specifically to have access northwards. Very specifically. I actually think it's worth a redraw, even though it's otherwise... I know that I will get offered coat check again. Yeah, I kind of hate it, but I think I just have to. Okay, this is actually pretty perfect. Drawing room is really good, and we get redraws from here. Yes, this is much better. Are you talking about? No, okay. I was like, you're not talking about the gem. Cool. Little cash, little cash. I mean, it'd be really nice to be able to go to the outer room, and try to do that, because I might be able to get a blessing that helps me today. Is the thing. So maybe I could even go foundation, like if I can reach foundation from here, which I'm sure I can. Break room is quite tempting. It just means, okay, break room is quite tempting. It will get me to foundation, and I'm pretty sure I can get myself to antechamber actually, which is nice. Obviously, I've got to get the north lever opened. Honestly, I was hoping to be able to do that with throne room. This could get me key card, and the problem is, yeah, without key card, then, you know, security doors, you know, I've reached foundation now, so that's great, but security doors might still be an issue. Then observatory could be really good for me today. Yeah. Or redrawing and seeing if I can even get a room that also takes me east. Is possible. I actually might go observatory. I think observatory could be nice to me. I've done enough drafting that even if I were to be unlucky enough to get Draxus. Okay, key. Very nice. Very nice amount of gems. My good old Sullen Constellation Southern Cross. Steps. Very nice. Maybe I should have even left that one. Oh, well, it's too late. Okay, this is the good one, isn't it? This is great. And apples. That really helps, especially with the fruit that I have in conference room. Okay, and there's a pair of chests that I can access in the entrance hall. That was fantastic. That was phenomenal. Thank you, observatory. Thank you. Okay, so here we are now. There's a couple of different things I can do. I can just simply... Well, I can't get into antechamber yet. I could go to drawing room. Trying to use the little bit of extra power that I get from drawing room to see if I could be lucky enough to get throne room. I'm a little bit tempted. I mean, I've had throne room... You know, if there's anything to the fact that rooms might be more likely on certain spots, like, I could even have rooms that are missing with my rooms going missing problem. But I am fairly sure I've had throne room on... Hang on. I feel like I've had throne room on this spot below foundation before. Certainly treasure trove. Yeah, I've had throne room here before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything to that. It makes... Maybe it's just Rebecca's, you know... what do you call it? Not suspicion. A word like that. You know what I mean? It is a locked door. I guess we got 3 keys now. Let's do it. Okay. So these are actually great. We're getting our 4-door thing, and actually that works out really well here. It does work out really well. So maybe, like, maybe just cloister here would be really good. Yeah, because it really helps for things to be connected. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put cloister here. Okay, and then we got some dig spots as well, which could be helpful. Regular door, security door, and access to foundation. I'm kind of just... I might just draft here in case... Again, in case I could be lucky enough. Oh, you gonna take a key? Being down to a 1 key is kind of crappy. It's an important spot though. Okay. Great Hall, Rumpus, obviously not archives. I mean, Great Hall is very not good for somebody who's super low on keys. So I might just go Rumpus Room. Okay. And maybe... I don't know. Is there... I don't know if I've ever really had... I get money in here. Have I ever had any other items? Hey, Elzara. Hi. Still like to see ya. Still like to see you, my friend. Yeah, sometimes I get item here, don't I? Not today. I'm tempted to go again. Oh. Well, that's less common floor plans. I can't draft from it anyway, actually, so... Well, could this be... Actually, could this be a good spot to stick coat check? Because... Yeah, it's close to dining room and conference room. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the coat check spot. Yep. Alright, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. We walk away. We walk away. We walk away from that crap right there. We don't touch that until much later. Alright. It might be worth just trying some dig spots to see if I can key up a little bit. Oh, thank God that's a regular door. Thank God. Coins. And a shoe. Okay. It's a bit of a shame to sort of potentially waste these things. With 2 redraws, should I try from here just to try and get my access? Because even if I get into antechamber, it means I also, you know, can draft from here as well, bypassing this. Only 2 redraws though, but I do have Southern Cross on my side. But that is my final key. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Okay. I am actually going to leave that then. I'm going to head... I'm going to do this one as well. Old shoe. Okay. I'm going to head down and I'm going to head back to the... I'm going to do... I am going to open the north lever. So we just, you know, we have... you know, access to the crown whenever we head in. Was hoping that throne room would have saved me the journey, but it's okay. Yeah, we'll get throne room, and then I'm going to head back to the front of the house, draft our outer room, because whatever that is could obviously help us out. And I think it'd be nice to try a shrine thing, but if I, like, is it worth wasting a redraw to get that? I don't think it is, really, honestly. I'm gonna go to the trouble of getting this gem as well, because I really want to give myself, I really want to treat myself to the best today. I really want to treat myself to good times, so I want to do my very best to make this happen. Hello, gem. Like, I could even get, what else? Many other things could be helpful. Tomb will get me 2 redraw die. That's helpful. It's probably a bit late in the day, maybe for root cellar to be super useful, but it could be. Tool shed, like I've got shovel and sledgehammer now, and metal detector. Gotta remember to go and dig up in gift shops. dig a hole in my favorite shop again. Even though gift shop doesn't sort of actively serve as a shop anymore. I just really love it. Run, Simon, run! Run to inner sanctum. Running Simon. So while I'm on this little trip, it's a chance for me to let you know I've been working away at the investor needed possibly anagram puzzle. I'm pretty sure it must be an anagram puzzle, I feel like. Obviously it's already an anagram puzzle. Does it continue to be an anagram puzzle is the question for me. I still feel like that's what a new clue is telling me. Like, here anagrams be, keep at it. Like, it means something else that is still an anagram. And there's so many letters that there's so many freaking possibilities you can make from it. So that's why it's tricky. It's not a little 5-letter, it's no 5-letter anagram, it's a really, it's just enough to be reasonably hardcore. And there's so many words. The great thing about it is it's limited in a lot of ways, like there's so many letters that are repeated there. Like there's like 4 E's in it. And so there's like no A, like there's obviously it sounds like a silly point to make, but like there's loads of letters that are not. I just had a thought. Could it be that sometimes when I check the house inventory in security terminal, and it shows me things that I do not know where they are. Could it be that they're in safe house? It's weird that didn't occur to me until now. But I don't know that I've ever... I haven't gone to safe house very... Oh, we're not going this way. I haven't gone to safe house very much. I don't remember if I've found an item there, but maybe. No. Maybe if I have the flexibility to check at some point. That's something to have a look at. Curious. Okay, might as well put some money in my fountain bank. And let's see what we can get here. Yeah, so I've been playing around at that anagram, and I've been coming at it from a few different directions. Like trying to see what words I know that might be relevant to the game or relevant to sort of puzzles, like, the way that a lot of puzzle elements in this game work. So, I've been coming up with, for example, looking at like what numbers, is it possible to make out of these letters? Thankfully, not many of them. It's just 1, 7, 9, and 10. So, then I sort of use that to try, like, well, if I try, anagrams that involve these letters that involve the word 1, for example, do any kind of obvious sort of, phrases come out of that. And I've tried all of that and hasn't necessarily taken me anywhere. What other things can I make out of this word? I've taken a look at the words that are available in our cryptograph. And it's very little because most of the cryptograph letters involve the letter A, which is not in this particular collection of letters. So it's actually just, I think it's just toes and tree, and, you know, tried that. I've looked at what room names can you make out of these letters? Not many. In fact, there is only, as far as I can tell, den and trove are the only things that are possible, and that hasn't led me anywhere. I was actually really excited when I realized that you can get the word devoted out of these letters, but it hasn't brought me anything. You certainly can't get the word moon, but yeah. I've tried a few Eurasian words like Tor, I know, and Tor seems, you know, it seems to make sense to me because all of these things are associated with anti-clockwise spirals, which has already been a thing that's been associated with the word Tor. I have also tried all of the Eurasian direction words, and in is the only one that's possible, INN. Deed kind of keeps coming up. I kind of feel like deed could be important, but it hasn't led me anywhere. Severed, red is the only color that's possible. Over, oven, you know, odd and even are both possible together, odd and even. But again, it hasn't led me to anywhere thinking about the other phrasing possibilities. Editors is a weird word that's possible. Yeah, and various other things. So, doves is possible. Anyway, I haven't come up with anything that's hugely compelling to me yet, but just letting you know I've been working away at that. Okay. Alright. So I could use redraw here to get shrine. That was sort of my plan, but now I'm feeling that my 2 single redraw die are quite precious. I don't want to do schoolhouse because I don't want to pollute the pool with schools. I might be able to do that really well tomorrow, actually, you know, if I am able to stick to my plan here. So if I leave it to trading post and tomb, they're both decent. Tomb will give me 2 more redraw die. That's nothing to sniff at. I quite like that. Oh, there's a little bug I just saw came down into the top of the 3 drafting possibilities there. Cute. But trading post, how could trading post really benefit me today? It's really mainly about redraws, and I guess I can change a lot of things into redraw die here, so that's something. I could also potentially get keys here if I get stuck. That's also something. I could potentially even get key card from here. Which could get me out of some sticky situations. I'm thinking trading post might be the most useful thing. However, I wonder if there's anything to my thought that black prints could encourage other black prints. I'm having a look at some of my past days here. Like, I have them on my phone. And on days when I have tomb, I mean, I almost always have treasure trove anyway. Not really seeing a huge relationship. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to go trading post. Yeah, I had wanted to experiment with, nice. It's just a little bit more security for now. Like, it wouldn't help me out later anyway, really, so. Okay, what can I possibly already get from here? Let's just take a look first. Magnifying glass. Okay. I mean, I could certainly come back with treasure map easily once it... So everything is coin purse? Well, let's trade compass, because I'm not really too worried about that, honestly. Coin purse gets me magnifying glass. Magnifying glass gets me key. Okay. Huh. Well, I wouldn't say no to another key, I think. Salt shaker now gets me gems. Now this gets me battery pack. Sleeping mask? I mean, sleeping mask is, like, steps is a real issue today. So, I'm a bit worried about that. However, battery pack could potentially get me, you know, jackhammer, which could get me lots of potential, you know, redraws. So there's that. I'm gonna trade it. Okay, and then that goes to die. I was really hoping one of these would be key card. It's not going in that direction. Because most of these are trades that are going to end. Can I just say, I've been reluctant to try this when the question has come up previously, but I'm now like I don't care. I no longer give a shit. I'm gonna go and get the freaking. I'm gonna go and get these things, my microchips, and try and trade them for something. I'm getting my freaking microchip. Should I go and try and trade the Aries key? Yeah, give me my freaking microchips. I'm gonna trade them. I'm gonna trade these suckers. Pick them up again another day. It's fine. Maybe it's worth getting the Aries key as well. I am using steps to try this, but like what if? I'm always curious to try trading like really, really good items anyway. Okay. Well, this will be the real test of whether I can get this key again. Let's freaking hope so. Hello, castle. Hello, giant, weirdly giant step. Hello, dramatic music. Hello, king. Okay, please give me, what was it again? 109. 9? Yeah. Press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press. Yay. And the clock goes wild. Alright, nice. This is one of the most amazing objects that I have achieved, that I have received in this game. It is one of the most beautiful and clearly incredibly important objects in the entire game. As are the microchips in their own way. And I'm gonna go take them to the trading post and say, hey, can you give me a regular key for this? No, what I'd really like is the key pass more than anything, I think. But I do think getting another regular key would be really smart as well, actually. All right, let's see what we can get. Interesting times when Rebecca is trading the key of Aries and the microchips in the trading post. Hell yeah. Let's trade. Yeah, I don't like the amount of steps that I'm down to. And I also don't have the sleeping mask anymore. However, you know, this could save my bacon. This could be the kind of little day game changer that I sort of need. So microchip compass again. No, I had that before. What about Aries? Oh, it doesn't let me. So the Aries key is special. Of course it is. Of course it is. Well, maybe it's nice to have with me today anyway. You never know, it might be important. might even be the thing I need. All right. I don't want to lose my salt shaker. I don't want to lose my shovel. I don't think I want to lose these things for sure. Well, let's trade the microchip. So that gets me my sleeping mask back. Okay, I mean, it's fine. Coin purse. That gets me nothing? Ouch. Coupon book? Maybe coupon book is better than compass. I don't know. Sometimes compass works against me. God, it feels rough to get rid of the magnifying glass. But I think I might need another key. I'm going to do it. I could get magnifying glass back even. Key. Yeah, maybe I just get another key. It feels like there's a lot of locked doors today, so this is the only one I'm sort of considering, but I am sort of thinking maybe if I get garage, I get many keys and an interesting item out of garage. So, okay. All right. I'm going to leave it at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Battery pack could mean I get jackhammer. Could mean, yeah. Should I trade something else to get some more redraw die? The problem is that it's all items that I don't want to get rid of. Okay. Well, look, it's there if I get really desperate, I suppose. We'll see. We'll see. Right, and thankfully, we've got trunks here. Oh. Thank you! And as an extra bonus, a little gem 2 key card. Oh, and silver key. Yes. Silver key might even... Could silver key make throne room more likely somewhere, I wonder? Okay, well that's sort of interesting. That's sort of interesting. I'd really like, yeah, if I could do something cool here. Maybe if nothing else. Let's try drafting from here. Yeah, and here as well. Actually, let's go here. This is the corner. Let's go this way. Use a few steps. I really wish I had the shoes. It's just shoes are actually a really nice little extra bit of security for just general walking around. Okay, well, workshop is perfect. It might even give me, yeah, because I thought, like, I actually have so many of the other items now. It's actually like, I felt like it was probably quite likely it would force it to sort of give me the broken lever. Oh, wow. That is so perfect. Jackhammer. So jackhammer now might help me get more redraw die, if nothing else. If nothing else. Okay, that's really great. I still need to get treasure trove and I still need to get throne to make this all work. Okay, I don't want conservatory today. I'm sorry. I would rather get something else. I mean, I could get some dye from this. I'm gonna try redrawing. I mean, walk-in closet could also be very good. What could I hope to get from walk-in closet? Probably gems, maybe key. I already have the key card. You know, maybe telescope. Maybe telescope. Maybe redraw die. So it's not... Maybe it's not a bad option. Maybe that's not so bad. Okay. Oh, hey, cupcake. Huh. Well, like, this is a bit out of the way. I'm not going to come here. I've got food in many other places, so let's have this now. That's actually a real help because I was down into the 20s. Fabulous. Was that all? I feel like I just picked up 4 things. I got so excited about the cupcake, I've sort of forgotten. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's it, isn't it? I got them. All right, thank you so much, walk-in closet. Oh, this is great. So now we can get past the security doors. This is really good. This is good. This is good. We've got jackhammer now for any... Yep. Okay. So from here, I could try going here now even. Just to use this spot. The other thing is that now that I've got coat check here, I mean, there's no way I'm going to be getting to kitchen. Like, I'm going to be using dining room or, you know, conference room to get steps from coat check, right? So I could potentially even, you know, food up in kitchen as well. Just thinking, do I want to do this spot? I'm just thinking going from here might, because this is locked. This one might not be locked. I'm going to go from, I'm going to go from veranda. There's apple there. I might as well, yeah, I'm not going to use this later. Let's use the apple now. Great. That's just more security for the time being. I like that. Okay, great. And we know we've got a gem waiting in here. Anything else? No? Yay. Well, great. I don't need Great Hall for the lever. I suppose. Maybe it's not the worst thing. I could also just go for the bedroom closet. Get a couple of items. Yeah. Actually, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of putting Great Hall here because the proclivity with Southern Cross, getting rooms with many doors out of the way might help to make throne room more likely. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Okay, well, the next one is locked anyway, so we might as well just go from here. I don't want silver key. We'll use a regular key. Okay. Oh, it's not good in this position because it... Oh, damn. If only it were facing the other way. I really need it. I really need it, but... I guess it just means that I have to rely on Great Hall now to access the other spot. Yeah, I do. Okay, so that just means key usage potentially, unless I have another, you know, unless I get the lockpick kit or something. But I need it. I need it, right? I need to have this possibility. Okay. Oh, we've got a really exciting chest as well. I am not going to pick this up yet because I still, while I don't have blue rooms more common, I want, yeah, I want to, like, hopefully make throne room more likely. Okay, might as well just try and, I'm trying to be, because look, my hand just, I really need my hand to, no, it's too risky. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to accidentally pick it up. Okay, so I've only got 2 keys, but I don't know, yeah, I don't know what's going to get me through here, so that's sort of not the most ideal, but still, we're not too bad. So I'm actually going to go, I'm going to go all the way around, draft from conference room now, even if it could be something like, you know, locksmith, then I could pick up, where am I going? This way. Then I could pick up the lockpick kit, which would help. There's my food, but leave it there. Cool. So none of these are really hugely useful. Just storeroom getting me another key. But obviously I just really don't have that many redraws, so I can't be too... Yeah, I can't really risk it. We'll put storeroom here. Okay, key, couple of gems. That's nice. Hello, Swimbird. That's it for sure. That's definitely it. That's definitely it. Nothing else is spread here. Okay. Alright, just had to pause. Okay. So there are dwindling opportunities for throne room once again. Makes this very difficult. Makes this difficult. What's my strategy here? What is my strategy here? I guess, you know, since I'm going in this direction anyway, I might as well keep going. I think let's dig up the treasure here, because it could just have gems for us, which would probably be the most useful. We can dig the dig spots here. Yeah, that'd be great. And maybe just sort of try going up. I'm literally thinking of just having a bit of having a couple of apples, yeah, just to boost my steps for the road. Let's do one more. I mean, the rest there is still really, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. I just need to not run into any trouble from where I am. Okay. So it's so great that we can draft from Cloister, but, you know, without having study as security for redrafting, this is all kind of difficult. Time to start digging. Be really great if I could find a coffer full of redraw die. That's what I'd really like. Come on, gift shop. Unusual coffer full of redraw die, different from the other ones I've had here. Okay, at least it's a mix of money and gems, so that's nice. That's useful. Okay, dig spots. Dig spots. What have you got for me? Gems. Great. Gems. The die would probably be... Okay, all gems. All gems all the time. All gems all the time. And that's it, isn't it? That's it. Okay. Alright. Thank you, Secret Garden. As always, you've been amazing. Maybe it does make more sense to go here, though. Because I may need to redraw here. Yeah. And then at least I can acquire the crown. Yeah. Yep, I think let's do that. So we're going... Cloister. We can get these dig spots now. Oh, thank you, Cloister. Keep it up, baby. No, that's not keeping it up. That's the end. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you for these 3 redraw die. Gotta remember I don't have access to this now, which sucks. Maybe I should go back through the house at some point if I can. Alright. Like, how... I do have the silver key. The silver key could help me out here. But I might be more desperate at some point, let's say, you know, around here to try the silver key. I think for now I'll just do regular key. Okay, I mean, chapel is okay. Chapel is fine. It does what I'm after. Am I crazy enough to try a redraw here? Another. Oh boy. I played with fire. Okay, courtyard. Courtyard is actually better. Courtyard is actually better. Let's go courtyard. I'm just thinking it's a spot that does tend to give me 3 door rooms. So, like, you know, maybe throne room could have been possible, but I don't want to get rid of everything. And this at least will give me more redraws. Oh, I really wish it could give me die more than gems or yeah, that I'm able to get. Oh god, it'd be really good at this stage if I'm able to get study. It could be possible in the corner. Okay. Study would be so good at this stage. So freaking good. So we'll go in. I could take this to potentially, yeah, trade in trading post. If it comes to that. Crown. So crown could also help us with redrawing. Thank you. And I could try drafting from here as well. I've only got 3. I want to go into this corner first. Now, if I get the option for study here, it's worth it. This is, yeah, we've got coat check, we've got treasure trove, I've got all of my foodie rooms ready. This study could be the thing to really help here. We'll use a key. I mean, locksmiths. Oh, this is painful. Locksmith could also just help me out of a key jam. I'm gonna redraw. I've been blessed. I have been blessed. Okay, study makes everything so much easier. Yes, 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 yes. A thousand yeses. We'll eat the apple even. We'll eat the blessing that has been given to us. Thank you, study. Thank you, chef. Thank you, mysterious study chef. Oh, that's so good. Study's the best freaking room. Study's amazing. Okay, well, maybe I should even try here for throne room, because I feel like these rooms tend a little bit more towards, yeah, towards 3-door rooms. Maybe. Or do I want to try building up even more redraw die? Or do I want to try going from cloister here? Have I ever had throne room on an edge? Like, look at that. That's throne room in the same spot there on each day. Where the freaking hell have I had throne room in the past? It might even be just missing. I feel like there are rooms missing on these maps. Throne room might be one of the rooms which is chronically missing, honestly, because I feel like I feel like there's loads of rooms missing. Oh no, look, throne room is on the edge there. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay, that's reassuring. I was a little bit worried that maybe it had really strict, yeah, like it was only in the center or something. Okay, that's so good. So I know that I can get throne room in the wings. Maybe it's particularly if I'm drafting into the wing. It could even be that. I'm just trying to look more at the placement of throne room. Yeah, so here it's not drafted next to a place where it's blocked on one edge. This is what I'm considering now. Because I do get the impression, I have not checked this. I think every time we've drafted throne room, we've faced the throne. So what I think that if that's true, and look here, it's in the same spot as well. That's really sus. That's really sus. And here, yeah, here it's below foundation. There might be dynamics like this. Here it's blocked off though, but it's possible that I blocked it off after drafting it. I'm not sure. Here it's blocked off on one side. Alright, just to put my mind at ease, I went back and checked this day and I was so relieved to see that, yeah, I had actually drafted security before drafting throne room. So that's a weight off my mind as well, because that tells me I don't need to have, like, throne room will draft into a spot where one of its exits is blocked off. So I know it'll go on a wing, and I know it'll draft into a place even if it's effectively, you know, like you're drafting into a place where one of its exits is blocked off. So that's really, really encouraging. Incidentally, this was the day when I got the blue memo in the office that said about, you know, castling, or at least swapping. Yeah, I'm not sure which memo it was exactly. Like the king can swap with another piece or something like that. So that was a nice little memory. that important moment brought us here as part of the collective effort. Okay, this is good. However, I am thinking about, I wonder if I am more likely to get throne room on this spot if I draft from like here, say. I might just try from here with the redraws that I have now that I have the safety of study redraws. I'm feeling a lot better about everything right now. I'm so close. Like I have all of the pieces I need nearly. I just need this one piece. Unfortunately, I can't use the silver key here because that might have made this more likely. So let's gem redraw. Let's gem redraw and see what we can come up with here. Okay, we'll get rid of you. That's a free little redraw for me. I do not want pool. Keep going. Yes. Oh my God. Oh, I can breathe. I can breathe. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I checked that. It gave me the confidence to draft here. Oh, it's happening. Is it happening? Please. This is a really good spot. I don't even need the food now. I'm just a couple of spots away from code check. Okay, but I've got to go. Okay. I have 26 steps. I have to go to treasure trove. So this is perfect. I can eat some food on the way. Oh my God. I'm so happy. It's also the perfect room for this spot in every other way as well. All right. Okay. So I guess... Yeah, I guess, like... I mean, I was just thinking, like, I could even... Like, could I even just draft my way down here? Just make it quicker. Maybe. Maybe. Key? Hey! Oh, I like that. I like that. Thank you. I'll be back, throne room. I'm just going to see if I can draft my way down. Maybe it's a bit silly. Definitely not ballroom. Definitely not ballroom. Hell no. Aquarium is fine, right? I'm not cursed. Aquarium is fine. Even tunnel is fine, quite frankly. Well, yeah, I just don't want to... I could tunnel my way down, but I'd just be sort of... I don't know, you know, it might be fun to still try to do some other things in this day, because I don't know what's going to work. So, yeah. Yeah, let's do aquarium here. Okay. I will get the steps as well. We got a key. I got some more gems. This is really good. This is really good. Thank you, fishies. Thank you. Of course you're locked. I'll use a regular key. I know I've definitely got to save a key as well, or maybe even get one from Trading Post if it comes to it. I've still got to get the actual, you know, thing in Treasure Trove. Okay, well let's... no, I'm going to redraw because it would be better to have West Wing Hall further down. Redraw. I'm so sorry, Servants' Quarters. I never get you, ever. I need a straight ahead room here. Attic, I'm sorry. Well, closed exhibit would do it. Maybe I could, no, I can't get the crown. I can't get the crown. Closed exhibit would be fine. Yeah, I've got keycard. I'm just double checking with my eyes. I'm looking at keycard. I have keycard. However, the other thing that could, is this a bit silly? The other thing I could hope to get is, showroom. Spend my money. I'm thinking showroom, if possible. Pool. Like, you know, sauna would be nice. Kennel. Well, kennel could help me with my potential key issue. Like, even though I've got, yeah, keys are still an issue. Keys are still an issue. Yeah, okay, let's do kennel. Hey, doggos. Hey, drawbridge. I'm gonna assume you're drawbridge. Okay, one dig spot for me. So if this was locked, thankfully the dogs have opened it up for me. Thanks, puppies. And 2 redraw die as well. Now, this, you know, chapel would work fine here. I am a little bit thinking if I put chapel here, the soup in the kitchen is worth more. Doesn't. I think it's fine at this stage. I don't think I really need to worry about it. But then, if I remove this, I have the... It's kind of like making all of my other redraws more... Like, it's thinning out the pool, isn't it? So actually, let's take the opportunity to get rid of it. Yeah, okay. Let's put West Wing Hall here. Yay. Yay. Okay. So, if we can just make our way to Great Hall, this will be really good. I could even dead end one of these spots in the hope of trying to get locksmith. Let's try some redraws. Like, it's too late for foyer, unfortunately. Furnace will give me more steps from the dining room, but I don't think I'm too concerned about that right now, and it'll just encourage red rooms. So we'll remove that. Redraw. Greenhouse is probably not bad because I will get a bunch of gems from it. And maybe what else? Dig spots. Maybe dig spots. Maybe another item, though I don't really know what the item would be. Sort of just more gems. I'm gonna redraw. Redraw. Boudoir's not a bad option. It's more steps and redraw die. Just in case it comes to that. Locksmith. Okay. I am going to put locksmith here. Yep. Okay. This is a problem solver for me. This is great. So, definitely lockpick kit. Thank you. That's really good. That's really good. Maybe this is probably going to be the prism key, I guess. Or it could be silver key, and either way it's super helpful. Prism key, okay. I don't know how I can make that useful, but maybe it will be. And let us just buy up a bunch of keys. Like, I'm about to pick up a bunch of money anyway. So that's more keys than I could possibly need today anyway. Okay, brilliant. Brilliant. That is a really nice bit of security right there. So now I only need... Just let me think for a sec. If I were to use the prism key here, I'd get another hallway. I have... Yeah, this might have been good because it might have delivered a locked trunk, but I already have it. And we already have aquarium anyway, right? So, yeah, I don't think anything else is going to be useful, really. Passageway, but... No, that's fine. So we'll use a good old regular key. I will do my best to remove you, but I think you're just going to come... I think you're just going to come back, my friend. Okay. It would actually... I think trophy room, if it could possibly go here, would be really good. Laboratory's facing the wrong way. Otherwise, I'd really like to get the... No... I mean, I'm using so many gems anyway. Damn it. Look, maybe I'll just go boudoir. It's not, having more dye in addition to the gems is, it is excellent. It is excellent. Okay, I just need to connect here. So any of these will do it. Any of these will do it. After I pick up this scepter, I guess one thing I'm just thinking is after I pick up this scepter, blue rooms are suddenly going to become much more common. But most of the rooms I can think of wanting would be actually dead-end rooms or like showroom straight ahead rooms. So it doesn't work on this spot anyway. However, I might just do a redraw. Okay, let's just get rid of weight room. Let's just get rid of it. Okay. I'm gonna try one more. No, I'm in fact going to try one more. Okay. Laboratory's still going the wrong way. Break room is going the right way, but I don't know what I would get from it. Yeah, it's all a bit silly. Pantry's now going the wrong way. Casinos. I guess casino's going the right way. Yeah, it's a bit silly. Alright, it's a bit of a waste of gems maybe, but let's just get casino. Let's... Obviously, being able to get being able to put laundry somewhere would be really good. Now that I've said that, I realize that using one of my shop rooms to draft from with the prism key might have made that more likely, and now I've taken away that possibility. Oh well, anyway, it's fine. It's fine. This is not the most important thing right now. We'll use this key, thankfully. I'm good for keys. Okay. This is most likely going to have, I expect, gems. Oh, good. Gem, money, key. Great. Lovely. I'm like doing that thing where I put my ear to the wall and listen. Don't know. Let's just open it. No, that's the bad one. Okay, just a little bit of money. This is open anyway. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so here we are. Here we are. So many exciting things are happening all of a sudden. But I cannot neglect the excitement of treasure chest 37, which is a lovely black one with a sun, which should mean it is true, I think. We use a key. But exciting. Ah, there are secrets in the room you drain. The pool. Or, no, or do you mean the reservoir? Do you mean the reservoir? Or do you mean any of the other rooms I drain? You probably mean the reservoir. Because there's many secrets in the reservoir, but... What? Yeah, surely this is true, right? Because there are secrets in at least a room I drain. So surely this one is just straight up true. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking back at the last few to see if anything sort of mattered here, but I don't think so. So there are secrets in the room you drain. It probably means reservoir, but honestly it could mean any of the other rooms. So we don't drain kitchen, I suppose. Well, do we in a way drain kitchen? I don't know. Okay, just let me have a think for a second. Am I doing this? There's no real disadvantage to doing this, right? It's just we pick this up, we have it with us, we have scepter, we have crown. I am literally thinking of here going actually into like kitchen and buying all of this. Just hang on, does it matter? I've got 26 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess maybe it makes more sense to just head back here. I have crown. I will have scepter. I don't want to make a mistake here. After everything I've been through, I don't want to make a mistake here. I have the crown. I have the scepter. I'm literally like looking at my notes. This is what I asked for, right? I will pick up the effigy and I will take it like several steps away into throne room. And then no matter what happens or doesn't happen there, I can just come into dining room, eat everything there, go into conference room, eat everything there. That should be loads. And then I'll have kitchen waiting for me here just in case. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I'd be wasting the kitchen food. Alright, hello Royal Scepter. Okay, I don't know if this is it, but this is my best guess so far. You are going to match my crown. Blueprints are going to be more common. And whether this works or not, I will have this tomorrow now. I will make sure I call it a day in a blue room. I'm saying that out loud to you and to myself. I must make sure I call it a day in a blue room, so that I will have this tomorrow to try my blue experiment. Okay, so we're good. All right, we're good. I'm very nervous about this. If you can't tell, I am very nervous about like making a mistake here or doing something wrong. Puppies. Hey, I need to borrow your calm puppy nervous system. Thank you. Okay. So here I am with scepter and crown as I have been before. Nothing. Oh, I am nervous. Am I doing this? I'm almost down to the freaking 13 steps anyway, so. Okay, just let me. This is what I'm trying, right? I'm trying, because it's in the picture. The picture has the crown, the scepter, and the effigy. I don't know about the cloak, but at least I will know whether this works or not. At least with this colour. It could also be black. But I can't even experiment with cloak because I don't know what cloak. I don't know what cloak is. Aries cloak. What is Aries cloak? I got nothing. I only have scepter experiments I can try right now. I'm freaking nervous. I'm nervous. Okay. Retrieve. Look at this little thing. It looks like it has, you know, a stabby knife, obviously, which is terrifying, but it also looks like it has a lovely, like, Christmassy winter scarf on. It looks like a little bird guy with a Christmas scarf. I don't know if it's actually meant to be like I'm picturing that essentially, like, the cursed effigy here in this picture is facing, like, towards above the D. I'm picturing that's what its face is. But is it actually a bird with its face, like, on top of its head? Like, that's the beak? I can also absolutely... So it's more like... Is it a bird? But then what is its little hand? Then the scarf makes wings, but then it has a little hand? No, it can't. I don't know. I don't know. Am I taking this thing? Am I cursing myself? This is insane. I've been cursed. Okay, 13 steps. All right, now let me just have a think. Am I walking straight into throne room, or does it make more sense to go 1, 2, 3, 4, yum, 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 eat dining room, 5, 6, 7, like, just in case it doesn't work or something. I'm thinking of dining room first. I'm really scared. I'm scared. 9 freaking steps. Please, please give me, please. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Let's eat the crap out of this pizza. Let us eat the crap out of this pizza. Okay. Thank you, Salt Shaker. Alright, so we're up to a much more reasonable amount of steps. Now, I guess I might as well just go into conference room as well, right? Like, it's right here. We might as well just make the best use of our rebuilt steps. I was, you know, hoping to have the extra security of, you know, showroom and getting the spoon, but... Oh, okay, look, at least now I have a regular, like, normal person amount of steps. Oh my God. Okay, I'm much less nervous. Oh no, it's correct. It's correct. Oh, we're reclaiming the crown. Simon, put the freaking crown on. Why didn't you do that before? We do.
Steady is the scepter.
Mary. It's the freaking miners. Oh, they found this. They found all of this. This is the story of the miners.
Deadly is the stone.
Oh, hello. Jasper. Oh my God. What?
Heavy is the crown.
Oh, goodness.
ready is the throne.
Holy crap. Whoa. Hang on, is this considered an end? Ooh. What? This floor plan has permanently ascended. Permanent changes do not reset each day. The next time you... Oh, I read that too slowly. Oh my god. I don't know what I expected to happen even if this went well. Oh my god, that was beyond. That was beyond. Oh, this music. I cannot believe so much of what I just saw. I never expected we were going to see, first off, the miners, you know, who obviously have played such an important... Oh, I'm dying. Hang on, give me a moment. This is like a bit emotional, actually. Oh, I've worked so hard. To try this, and I thought, like, there's every chance that I'm just not, like, that this is not the thing, I'm interpreting this incorrectly, and that maybe this cloak thing is the whole thing, and I don't even know what that is, but this is all I had. This was my best guess, and it worked. After 3 days of trying, it worked. Oh, God, this music is so beautiful. This is the perfect music for this moment. I just want to drown in this music. I just want to listen to it for a second. Like so much of the music in this game, it has, you know, a sadness to it. But it is on... I see a Morajai box. Are you kidding me? There's a new Morajai box. Are we going to get a blue Morajai box? There's so much I have to say. My mind is reeling. Okay. Let me... Give me a sec. Okay. Yeah. So, this music has the requisite blueprint sadness to it, which is very appropriate because it feels like anything we do, we're still chasing the knowledge of outcomes which are maybe not entirely happy, and are certainly at best, I think, going to be pretty bittersweet, and maybe even less sweet, maybe more bitter. But it also has deftly, expertly, you know, with the top level craftsmanship, you know, that this game constantly exhibits. It is perfectly understated, dramatic triumph and wonderment at the same time. This is exactly like the essence of the game, right? Like, a bit sad, full of wonder, full of questions about the future and also what we are beholding in the now. Listen to this winding melody now. This is the wonderment of the mystery that we're exploring, that we're traversing. And then the power here in these, you know, bits that elevate it feels like the triumph. Goodness me. Oh, everybody. Thank you for coming along with me to this point. Thank you so much. I have so much gratitude for it, and for your faith in me. So I'm thinking back to what we just saw, and I definitely want to watch it a bunch more. I never expected, firstly, that we were going to actually see the miners, because it feels like so much of the history that we learn in this game, it feels like it's all left in you know, text. It feels like it's all left, apart from like kind of recent history, like, oh, like amazing, we've seen some security footage from a few years back, but not history beyond that. History beyond that, which this game is absolutely full of and is the foundation of so much of this game. It is left in text. It is left in traces, textual traces. And so I never thought that the miners were going to play such a role, that we would get this actual cutscene and see them as people and see what they are doing, see their actions in the past events. So that's incredible. And it's amazing that they show them. It's amazing to see what... So this is another thing that this game does so well, and I've said this before, like, it does such an incredibly good marriage of game mechanics and story and narrative and lore, and meshing them together so well that you almost forget which is which, and that in fact most things are both, and you wonder what else of the game mechanics that seem simply like game mechanics will actually be wrapped up into the story, and the gems, growing the gems is a perfect example of that sort of thing. The family using the trinkets, the items that we buy in the showroom, all of that sort of stuff, the discussion of them. In that same way, finding out that this chest in the treasure trove, it was literally something that they found while they were digging up all of the ancient things down there. I mean, I say ancient, I don't really know if that's the appropriate word, but very old. From past ages, let's say. So that was such a gift. That is such a gift from the game. Like, I never expected we were going to see that. And on top of that, my friends, that we see actual scenes from the Blackbridge curse, which, obviously I have always tended to think this is at least the telling of real events that occurred. So I've never really doubted that these were real people and real things that occurred. But I suppose, like, nevertheless, the role that it has played in the game mostly seems like a story. Like, mostly seems like it's being used as a legend, and it's informing things in the game. Like the Blackbridge Grotto being called the Blackbridge Grotto, etc., etc. I did not expect that we were going to be actually able to see, a depiction of an actual real life, of the people that we've read about in that story. And it really does such an extra good job of, it's already a really good story. I love it very much, the depth it goes into, and it's already so good at humanizing those characters so well that the ending is just so bitterly heartbreaking and shocking. But this humanizes them even more, Wow. I am so pleased. I feel so freaking triumphant right now. Like, I didn't know if this didn't work. I actually had tried to steel myself, like, am I going to commit to this being the last time I try? Because this might be something that doesn't work anyway. I at least wanted to give it one more try. But it was always that thing, like, I don't know if I should turn to something else now, This is so good. This is so good. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I guess let's take a look at what we've got here. Ooh. Well, this is Mary. This is Mary's handwriting, the Mount Holly variation. And of course it is, because this really validates what I've been thinking. Mary wants us to forge our own path the way she forged her own path, not just away from Fen and Red, but also in its own way. I don't really know to what degree. I don't think she's against, her heritage. Of course not. Like, they even talk about may the Black Shores guide us and all of that. But I do think she's saying, time for something new, time for blue. The Mount Holly variation, my grandmother's own design. So this is incredible, because the thing I hadn't expected is that this has come from Clara. Oh, no, sorry, not Clara, because that's her. No, sorry, it's come from the Baroness. And that I didn't expect either. Mary's grandmother is the Baroness. Now that makes perfect sense in the sense that we know that the Baroness is a master of puzzles. The same way Herbert was. The interesting thing though, I guess I haven't really super equated Herbert's aims with, and I have to, I don't really know how else to phrase this, but I'm sure you know what I'm sort of getting at, like, of moving towards blue rather than black, in a sense, like, and whatever that entails. I don't really get that sense from Herbert. I feel like Herbert was very much like he said in his will, like, we want black flags flying over, Arinda Aries again. It's Mary that I really associated with forging the new path. Okay, when you press a blue tile, it copies the ability of the middle tile. I definitely have to look at this again with the magnifying glass when I have that ability. Maybe I could get it again from Trading Post. But yeah, the fact that this one was created... When you press a blue tile, it copies the ability of the middle tile. So this was... Alright, here's the other thing I'm literally just thinking right now. If this was a design from the Baroness, could this help me at all with my cryptograph? Well, nothing occurs to me right now. However, I am thinking about that connection. Okay, so... Alright, oh my god, this is super good. It's a really beautiful shade of blue as well, as everything is. When you press a blue tile, it copies the ability of the middle tile. That's so interesting. What are the implications of that? It copies the middle. I've got to think upon that one. That's not coming to me right now, like what that means. Oh, I'm so glad we have this music. Okay, alright, so what have we got to work with here? Great, we've got... So the Eurasian tile will go down, so we need to get that up somewhere most likely. We've already got one blue tile. We've got 4 blue tiles, so should be fine. We don't need to change colours. The black... I've literally forgotten what black does now. I've literally forgotten. So currently if we press any blue, it's going to do nothing because we have a blue in the middle. So this is really... Oh man, I really like this one. This has a whole new dynamic in it that I've never used in a Morojai box before. So are we calling... Like, this is what I've been wondering about. Like, obviously this is the Mount Holly. This is what I've, since the beginning of the game, called the Mount Holly symbol. It's what I've always called it. This is obviously what the blue, core, I suppose, is. But I wasn't really sure if the way Mary was sort of using it, I suppose, like, would be strictly Mount Holly only, Like, obviously it is, I don't know, I suppose it's so, everything leads you to think that, right? But I suppose it's that I don't necessarily think that Mary's own I guess it's the Baroness, right? The Baroness has come up with this. Yeah, this is all the Baroness. So this is sort of, I suppose this is new for me, is to think about this as something that the Baroness has ownership over. So if that's the case, is the blue door also the Baroness? And that makes me wonder about the relationship between the blue door and the cryptograph, which obviously I've considered before because I'm like, what are all of my big mysteries? What does the cryptograph possibly apply to? Maybe the cryptograph applies to what's beyond the blue door. Or maybe it is how to open the blue door. Okay. I feel now really excited about considering that, yeah, this is the Baroness's thing. Okay, alright, super good. Okay, so how am I doing this? So, ultimately, I probably want to swap this, so now we can use this to get... I mean, we can at least get another blue here. And in fact, I could use this to get a blue here. Actually, that's interesting, isn't it? I probably want to get the black in the middle. Because then the blue tiles will move around by themselves. Yeah, okay. Okay, in that, can I fix this then? Can I fix this? So if I do that, I can at least get... How can I get this in the middle though? I can only maybe get the purple in the middle. Oh, maybe that's the thing, because I can't get... I could swap these and get the green there, and then okay, this actually could work. Yeah, it's one of these going in the middle. So obviously this will mean the blue can go down if this is in the middle. But if this is in the middle, then the blue can go across. Which one do I want? Either way, if I do this and then do this, now, if I leave this one here for the time being, maybe, then, yeah, these do the work of the black now. That is so cool. That is so good. I love this puzzle. This is a very sophisticated dynamic. Okay, so, however, now, I might even want to swap these, and if I do that, then that will head down, right? Brilliant! That's so good. That's so clever. Yay! Allowance. It's what I expected. All of them have allowance tokens in them, right? Oh my goodness! My new throne room! Okay, so let's look at this. And the axe, the cost has been axed, that's nice. Throne of the Blueprints. The former seat of power of House Aries. House Aries, eh? Enthroned anew in the 6th era of Nevmora. Nevmora, New Earth. Oh, I see. I don't know if I've come across that term before. It makes total sense to me. So, because obviously there are eras before what they're calling the first era. But it makes sense that we're saying, yeah, this is the first era within Nevmora, the new world. And exalted beneath the blue banners of House Holly, where the sigil of Arinda Aries was once affixed, the crest of her ladyship. So she does consider this to be her crest. The Grand Architect, Baroness Orove. Oh, I got chills. Now presides over the court. I love that. This is the first time to hear this, to hear her called this though. Like, we knew she was something amazing. The Grand Architect, Baroness Orove. Okay, extremely interesting. And what is this now? The next time you draft 8... Oh! Hang on. The next time you draft 8 blueprints in a row, permanently unlock blue sealed doors. Doors? Wow, wow, okay, hang on. Hang on, this is amazing. This was literally on my list of things, I just didn't know. So it is doing 8. It makes perfect sense because that's what the door says. It's blue. There are 8 stripes. 8. 8 is our number. But now we have it right. It's right here, plainly in front of us. The next time you draft 8 blueprints in a row permanently, unlock all blue sealed doors. Where are there more? Maybe beyond the blue door. Oh my god, this is amazing. So I'm well set up to do this tomorrow. This was my plan anyway. The number one thing I have to do, because I know this doesn't... Oh, hang on. But actually, maybe I'm wrong. The next time you draft 8 blueprints in a row... Oh, sorry, alright. There's a lot going on in my mind right now. So 8 blueprints in a row. It's not all blueprints. So I can... Oh, okay. Because I was thinking the entire... like everything we draft on a particular day, no matter how many it is, needed to be blueprints. So I was like, I need to make sure I call it a day in a blue room today so that I already have the scepter and it's already set to blue, so that I don't have to draft treasure trove, because treasure trove would obviously be a black print. But actually I can have other colors. I just need to get 8 blueprints in a row. And hello, that works so perfectly with my other plan for tomorrow, which was to do schoolhouse and get the exam. If I can manage to just get all of the classrooms next to each other, which they already have a proclivity to anyway, I mean, that will work. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if what I should do then, I guess I've got a few choices. One of them is freaking calling it a day in this room now, right? I mean, maybe that's interesting. Like, what happens if we get this in the outer room? It looks so good. Look at it. What an interesting plan. This is amazing. Hang on a second. I've just realized, though, that this is no longer a black print. So I guess my whole thing of trying to get all of the black prints on a single day, it's like this one's been taken out of the running now. Okay. Well, I hope that there wasn't anything, that would come of having done that previously and I haven't done it. Oh, man. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm just sort of looking at things anew in case, like maybe a new freaking... Like, this is the Baroness's room, right? This is all associated with the Baroness, the Grand Architect, the mistress of puzzles that are too hard for Herbert to solve. So, for all I know, there's a freaking... Like, what about the back? I've got to stare at the back of everything now. Like, what if she's put codes in here? Gotta check. Can't trust this woman not to make everything an incredible, amazing puzzle. Behind the slab. I'm still thinking about the word slab on the cryptograph. Okay, totally amazing. Doesn't that look good? That looks so good. But I suppose what this means then, so yeah, this is interesting. I actually need this and then draft 8 blueprints in a row. Okay, this is, what can I say? This is absolutely phenomenal. This is ridiculous. So I could call it a day in here and see what that does. What's the best thing I could do? So I definitely need to call it a day. I'd like to call it a day in a blue room anyway, I guess. And, having, like, this is now going to make this more likely. This is now going to be more likely. So it's a standard rarity. Yeah. So we can probably hope to get throne room tomorrow with the help of... So I could also call it a day... Maybe study is... No. I would need to get, if I am going to do the schoolhouse thing, I would need to get schoolhouse. However, maybe, calling it a day in a room doesn't mean I have to take that room tomorrow. It just means it's available. So, yeah, I could try study, or I could do good old break room to get the key card. Okay, which might help. That is so interesting. I guess I'm going to have to break the magic spell of the atmosphere here and just go on, do some other things. Interesting that closed exhibit shows up here. But I have no need for it. I don't know. Maybe I actually should have taken garage, I guess. What the freaking hell am I doing? Like, what am I even doing with my life now? I'm in a daze. What do I want to get out of the rest of this? I'm actually going to put freaking, I'm going to ignore garage. Like, we might as well see if there's any possibility for a useful experiment here today. Okay, so I was hoping for stars, obviously, but we've got lockpick skills, allowance, dirt. We might as well do lockpick skills, right? I mean, there are already a bunch of apples waiting for me around the place, so that makes the most sense. Brilliant. Cool. I mean, there are at least some apples. Oh, hey, Pixie! Pixelini! It's too early, Bubba. You guys have heard me say that so many times. We say it every day. Many times. Every day. Ooh. Oh man, this makes me happy. I love this. I love this so much. I'm very excited about tomorrow. I think it's a done deal. We can get beyond. Okay, so I'm now thinking, what would I like to do with my remaining spaces? Unfortunately, I can't get Ladyship's chamber, but that really wasn't a possibility anyway with what I needed to do. Because I'd like to get it'd be really, imagine how good it could be if I could get the telescope on top of everything else. What else could I use today for? Showroom would be really good, because then I could maybe keep a couple of these items for tomorrow. With the moon pendant if possible. Showroom would be really good. What else can I do here that would be useful? Other tomorrow rooms, just to set us up well for tomorrow. We've got, I could also call it a day in planetarium and get a couple of stars. Like, maybe that's a thing. Like, study is always a really good option, but I might just be getting, oh, sorry, I'm cursed, of course, sorry, I'm so used to, this is what I always do. I'm now so used to I'm so used to not being cursed and just kind of basically permanently having the blessing of the monk. I don't have it, so I can't use it for that. So maybe planetarium or break room are our two best options. Yeah, planetarium or break room. Okay. In that case, let's go from Secret Garden and see if I can get showroom here, because that could be potentially really useful. I'm just thinking, where are apples? Where have I left apples? I ate everything in conference room, didn't I? I've got bananas in kitchen. It'd be great if it was like a banana-based experiment. There be apples around the place. Hang on, sorry, I only just noticed. I have a little blue count at the top. Oh, we have the Mount Holly symbol now. Because we drafted a blue room. So it's counting when I do them in... Oh my god. How many of these blue doors are there going to be? I have an apple here. Nice. I feel like I live in a new world now. I feel like I'm living in a whole new world. if I do use the prism key here, I could get a green room. Do I want any green rooms? I wouldn't be able to get morning room because I haven't eaten. Yeah, I don't even have that as an option today. I don't think I want anything. I don't think there's any super benefit to it. Like, yeah. So I think, yeah, showroom would be the most useful thing. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get anything in attic that would make a difference to my day or even to tomorrow, right? I could just look at the Baroness and in awe, which honestly, I'd be down for. Definitely not ballroom. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. Like, I'm almost tempted to get gallery just to have key 8 again amongst all of these incredible other keys and items. But I could put secret passage here to make... I could put secret passage here. Yeah. And maybe we can use this to get showroom. Okay, alright. That's something. I lost money from that, that's fine. We will just lose more money from this, that's fine. Yes. Look at all the monies I got. Look at all the monies I got. Showroom. It's the one. It's the one. We can buy everything. Yes, moon pendant. Okay, that's super good. So let's buy everything because this could all be super useful for tomorrow. And if the moon pendant is able to save any of these items, and the great thing about that, hang on, there's a couple of great things about this. First off is I can just go and I can now go and put something else in the cloakroom for one thing. Yeah, we'll get chronograph too. Okay, so I could go and put master key in the crone room. In the crone room. in the coat check. Yes. Yes. And then we still have moon pendant to save a couple of good things for me, and I can also make sure I go to trading post and get rid of a bunch of items I don't want to be in that mix. This is really good. This is really good. Okay, so now how can I set up tomorrow to be even better? What other really good tomorrow rooms do I want? We've already got treasure trove, so that's done for today. Like, we could get clock tower, we could get... I didn't end up drafting pool, so I can't get sauna. But actually, I really like sauna. Okay, well, let's see what we get up here then. So, well, I could just put clock tower here and then go back around antechamber and draft from there. I'm gonna just see what else comes up as a possibility. Just because I'm thinking maybe of putting clock tower. Well, oh look, conservatory again. It's the opportunity for a permanent change. Okay, let's do it. Nice. I have more gems than I possibly need. Ah, okay, interesting. Well, look, I think I've already set this to rare, yeah, and I never drafted anyway. I think I've done all of these before, yeah. Bedroom, I think I'm happy for this to be standard. I actually might make it, is this crazy? I might make this unusual, because a lot of the time, I have too many I have too many things that are standard, and I don't tend to pick this one much anymore. Yeah. Chapel... It's good. It just is good as a 3 exit room, and the cost is freaking fine. You know, no issue. So I don't want to lose 3 exit rooms more than I have. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. I like that. I like that. It's like a good red room, actually. It's like my best red room. Okay. So what would be ideal here is at least something that sends me down. there's no other... The best I could probably hope for is if it's possible to get pool here and then possibly get sauna, because I think I'd rather have sauna than clock tower, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking about seeing if we can get pool. Mail room, of course, also good, but not here. Freezer. Am I disadvantaged by ending the day with freezer? It's not going to stop me. Freezer is not going to stop me. Huh. Freezer. Let me finish the sentence. Look, you guys, it's been a big day. Freezer is not going to stop me from trading things in the trading post. It'll stop me from being able to earn more gems from the trading post. Maybe that's sort of fine, or maybe I could leave this last spot to try and because then I could start tomorrow with a big bunch of gems. That might be the best thing. Sauna or freezer? Classroom here. Yeah. We get an apple. Okay, great. Skill and lockpick has improved. I'm gonna come back to this. We've got enough steps to do this. Nice. Well, that's all extra cash for tomorrow as well. I'm gonna get rid of items in trading post. And then I'm gonna come back, finish the day with freezer if possible. Not call it a day in there, just make that my last drafting spot, I mean. I am, while I'm here right now, I'm just gonna put master key away in cloakroom. That's the next thing. Yep. Oh, this is so good. I wonder if I can trade the effigy. Is it even still there? Hang on. So moon pendant chronograph. Has it disappeared? Look, I want to put the master key in there for sure. Okay. Love it. This works. I have to go through the house because, my foundation elevator is elsewhere. Into conference room. And I'm just trying to remember where I've left an apple, because that's all extra lockpicking skill. Oh my god, what a day. What a day. What a freaking day. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Walk-in closet. Workshop, there's no apple in there. Okay. Wow, we have a whole new thing on our display. This is so mad. This is so amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm just thinking about where I've left apples. Okay. I am actually going to go and buy stuff in kitchen just to ensure that I don't run out of steps for all of the stuff I'm trying to do. So I mean that should be more than enough. Cool. Yeah, look, not gonna need any more than that's fine. I'm just sort of wasting money now. Yeah, there probably were some other apples around, but my brain is scrambled now. Quite frankly, my brain is scrambled. Let's go and get rid of some items in trading post. Okay, the other interesting thing, the other thing that I've done, this is the other thing. The other thing that I've done is I've gotten rid of the microchips now. So I'm going to need to get 2 of them back again, and that's going to require the sledgehammer and the shovel. I've got to make that part of my consideration for tomorrow. Should be fine. Should be fine. So we want to get rid of this. I don't need this for tomorrow. Oh, it'd be really good if I could. Yeah. We'll get rid of you. I mean, it's maybe not the worst idea to maybe, if I'd be happy to start the day with sledgehammer. So let's keep that. Let's keep that. Yeah. Yep. I am just thinking about looking at the thing in throne room with magnifying glass. It's fine. We'll do it another time. Yeah, we'll do it another time. Key card, it would definitely be nice to keep that. So we'll keep that. What can I trade here? Salt, gems. Okay. Jackhammer. Is there a reason to not have jackhammer? There actually is, because if I do manage to open that blue door tomorrow, what if I immediately see a wall that a power hammer can be used on, so yeah. Let's at least give ourselves the option. Yeah. Basement key, yep, get rid of that. Lockpick kit could also be I'd be really happy to start tomorrow with that. Oh, Cursed Effigy, we can trade it. Oh, how did I miss it before? We get that's so good. Good riddance. Yeah. Oh, I thought for a second that had cursed all of, trading post. All right, we definitely need to keep these. This is a very good selection of items. If only I could get rid of compass somehow. Can I? Yes, we can. Okay. Look at this. If any of these I finish up with tomorrow, superb. Superb. Amazing. All right, this is really good. This is a good setup for tomorrow. So now I can, with freezer, if I can manage it without losing I can, keep at least some large amount of these gems for tomorrow. The money's not going to be, bad either. Did I have anything anywhere else, really? No, I think that's all I can think of. Yeah, I ate the apple in study. Okay, all right. We've got plenty of steps, so we might as well just go through the house. This is good. This is good. This is really good. This is going to be good setup for tomorrow. Good setup for tomorrow. Oh man, I've always wanted to learn more about the Baroness, and this is why. She's so amazing. She's so amazing. She's so amazing and full of incredible mystery. She's a master, a grand, what was the grand architect? The great architect, grand, I think. Okay, and straight up here. Beautiful. I ate that one. So maybe we'll call it a day in planetarium, just get the stars. And we might be lucky enough to preserve the key card with Moon Pendant as well. Okay, we took that one. Wonderful. All right, if we can do freezer, really good. Really good. Okay, so I might as well use my die this time because we're not going to be able to keep those to tomorrow. Hello, Pixie. It's too early, sweetie. There we go. It's the perfect thing to do, right? Accounts freezed. Great. Okay. I just like to open that. Okay, but we're going to call it a day in planetarium and get those stars. This has been so good. This has been a grand day. And tomorrow is going to be a grand day. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Okay. All right, we get to look up at the stars while we finish the day, right? Let me just have one last thing. We've done everything. Everything is set up. Everything is set up. This is a blue room. We're finishing with the Royal Scepter, so we'll have it tomorrow. We've got Moon Pendant that's going to save 2 of these excellent items. Whatever they are, it'll be wonderful. And we're going to gain 2 stars from this. This is absolutely amazing. Call it. Thank you, universe. There goes my 2 stars. Oh my gosh. What can I say about this day I haven't said already? It just feels like so, like finally, right? Like that was immense. That was so satisfying. I took 207 steps today. A completely full house. It was hairy for a moment there. I was really afraid. I was really deathly afraid that it wasn't going to work out. But, all of the pieces came together, and just that last thing of getting throne room, you know, made it possible. But then to have this actually be, like, just doing it would have been a success, because I would have gone, great. It's, you know, this was my, you know, the number one thing I wanted to try, and I'll at least know one way or the other. So it already would have been a success. But no, the success that it actually was way up in the air, way into the stars. So I'm so pleased with this. I'm gonna be riding a high for a while on this one. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm, you know, as I said, I'm full of so much gratitude for all of this Blueprints community, for coming along on this incredible journey with this, you know, there's no doubt one of the greatest games, one of my all-time favorite games by a pretty wide margin. I'm in love deeply with this game, and you know, it just leaves me speechless. It leaves me full of emotions and having all of them at the same time. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you so much for you know, like having these experiences with me. Oh boy, am I excited about tomorrow. I hope you are too. I'll see you there. Have a great day. Please treat yourself to something. Do something very nice for yourself. Do something that you love, you know, like eat something delicious, whatever. Play some Blueprints. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.